Okay, everybody. Hello, welcome back to Big TV. Just making sure we're live. We're good. Got done dirty once again by the stream ahead of this one, but I think we're good. We're slowly getting there with the OBS and the YouTube stream and stuff and how it works nowadays. But big day today, Columbus Crew. Welcome to the Predicted 11. Looking forward to this game for sure. I've had a good day already. Arsenal won in the Premier League. Max Dowman's come on and done his creative thing. Those of you who follow me on TikTok know that I do my live streams on Arsenal there as well. So good day so far. Let's continue this run. Let's continue that energy, for me anyway, into this game this evening against Columbus. I mean, it's only 2 hours away right now. I'm here doing the Predicted 11, like I said. The match preview is already out. I did that with Wise Men Say podcast. Go check that out if you want to get my thoughts ahead of this game. But overall, pretty confident. I had a score prediction of 2-0. I think that's going to carry through. Let me know your thoughts on that in the chat. If you, what your thoughts are on the score prediction. But I think generally this game, I think is going to be... It's a good time to be facing this team. They don't look particularly strong. Most of their goals, particularly the Sporting Kansas City goals, for instance, came from really basic mistakes and both teams making mistakes. And I don't think Nashville right now are making those kind of mistakes. What I am worried about is the combination of team rotation and making sure that we keep our fluidity. I'm not sure how that's going to look with this game in mind. It's going to be a tricky one. I think we need to rotate to some degree to keep that energy up ahead of Miami. But we also want that momentum. I think a decent amount was taken out of the players in that game on Wednesday night. And so we just got to keep up the energy and keep up that mentality whilst also being able to rest some of these players. I think some of these players need a rest. So let's try and get this balance right and see what we'd like to see in this team. Okay, I'll jump right into it. Let me get this up. All right, there we go. And I've got the chat there if anyone's jumping in. Cool. All right, so only doubts we have today ahead of this game are Reed Baker Whiting on that left-hand side. So I'm going to keep that in mind as we get there, but the rest of the team is pretty much available. So I'm just going to pick the team I think I would like to start today, the team I'd like to see, and I'll tell you why, and so on as we go through. Make sure this mic is tightly screwed in. It's not right now. There we go. It's not moving around. Okay, awesome. So we're going to start with Shwaki in goal. As long as he's... I mean, it seems like his hamstring is fine, so we're going to go with him. No questions there for me. He's been pivotal in the way we play, critical to the way that we play. And I think it's a big loss if we have to play without him at any point. So I'm a little bit worried on that. Hopefully, I know Joe Willis is really the man behind him, but I don't want to be rude or anything, but I think his ball playing with his feet is just nowhere near what Shwaki's will be, and we need that in the way that we're playing. So Shwaki's critical, and he starts. Right back is a big choice for me. I personally would like to see someone that we haven't actually seen at right back this season yet. He was playing there in pre-season at times. And I think that's because he can overlap and overload the wing-backs of Columbus Crew. They play with a 3-4-3 type formation. And I'd love to see someone that got energy bursting down the sides. I think that would be amazing against this team. And that player for me is going to be Jordan Knight. He gives us something there that I don't think any of our other right-backs would. Bauer, of course, great defensively. Nahar has that attack and he has that ability to go forward, but more of a playmaker style. I'd love to see just someone who's a bit of a powerhouse, just maraud down that right-hand side and be able to push their defense back and be able to get the overlaps in and play like that sort of wide midfielder role rather than play as a traditional right back and be in that more defensive mindset. I think we can get away with that in this game. And so I'd like to see Jordan Knight start there. Whether we'll see him, I think it's unlikely. I think it's likely to be a Bauer, but that's the team that I would personally... the guy that I'd like to see there. All right. Right centre-back, we have Palacios, of course, in the week. Do we want to rest him? Do we not want to rest him? I think we rest him. And we play Mayer in there. If I can find him. which I cannot. Why have I completely forgotten his first name? Jack Mayer. There we go. That's the one. Jack Mayer. I think he would be... That was a weird mind blank. I've had so much going on today. I think he could be a good choice in there. Give a little bit of rest. He's going to do a good job. I trust him. And I think we need to start mixing up this back line at times when I don't think we're going to be tested too much. I think today could be a day where we're not tested too much. So Mayer starts there for me. Let's see. Now, left centre back. There's a part of me that wants to see Thomas Williams there, but I don't think we are going to see him there. He's played really well though. I liked him. I think we changed one of the back four, but not both, if that makes sense. I know they played together in the Champions Cup, but I'd rather see one of the two rested rather than both. So either Thomas Williams alongside Palacios or Mayer and Wellesley. I think this is just a more experienced combination, and that would be the one that I would choose for this now, just to start. And I think that gives us... The experiences are critical here. It's not a game we should be throwing away, but I think we want to rest players if we can. And so that would be my choice. Great performance the other day from Wellesley, so expecting more of that. Let's see if we got who I want. Yeah, we do. We have Lovitz at left back. I think Reed Baker-Whiting is, of course, a doubt with what we suggested earlier. I could see a world where they both play, Knight and Baker-Whiting, and we have that energy down the outside, excitement, that push, that overlap. But I think, honestly, given that Lovitz was rested, he has traditionally been our first choice. He's going to do a good job and have a nice balance to him. I think we choose Lovitz there at left back. So not the traditional back four we've seen so far this season, but I think it gives a nice combination, and I'd love to see... I want to see that Knight choice. I feel like it's not going to happen, but I want it to happen, so I'm going to manifest that and choose that now. All right. Then we move into our midfield. Big questions. How much resting? How much playing are we going to do? I feel Yazbek needs a rest. I'm going to be real. I think that game was pretty intense the other night. But we lose a lot if he's not in the team, which is maybe where Jordan Knight comes in and does that for us. Okay, I'm going to play... Acosta. He's going to start in the Yazbek position. He's not going to play in the same way. But if we can allow our fullbacks to do the overlap thing and do more of that, we don't really need another player to be bombing forward in the midfield, because we've got the outside wing-backs doing that, the fullbacks doing that job outside of their fullback options and overloading that space. When you have that 4 in the midfield or a 5 at the back, that space to explode is always out wide and also in the midfield where you've got an extra couple of men. And so I think keeping Acosta nice and central, keeping him there to also maybe drop into this space when we need him to help and join in shielding in here, I think it would be the right man for the right time. And I think he could do that. We haven't seen a lot of him, of course, but I think he could be the man to come in and just allow that little bit of rest for Yazbek. Definitely keeping him around. Definitely not throwing him out of the team. We're keeping him on the bench for impact, energy, and the quality he's been bringing. But that would be my shout. All right, in here, who are we going to see? I think we have got to go for Eddie. Of course, he didn't start the other night, but he did look really good when he came on. Great energy, great experience being in there now. In MLS, he's used to it. And I think he would be my choice, really. I think he's a natural fit to be in there. And I can't see anyone else really stepping up for that space right now. Out on the left, always the big decision, hey? We always have this decision out here on this left-hand side. I'm going to go for Alex Moyle today. Didn't play as much the other night. I think he's a natural fit. If he's coming in here and occupying defenders, we've got Lovitz able to push outside. I think that just gives us more options. He's going to be more comfortable in these half spaces, I think. Madrigal likes to go on the outside. I think if we've got our fullbacks doing that, then Wheel can be coming and living in this half space here. Of course, I don't know if you've noticed, often we actually defend in this kind of shape when Wheel's in the field. So we've got this kind of 3 in here. Lovitz is out here. And Sam comes out to this position here. And we have this sort of shape about us. And so Wheel has all of this space around here to be able to do what he likes. Able to combine in here and overload that midfield, which I think is important. I think that's what he gives us, is he gives us that option to be the overload, or he can be more of a wing player. And he also does come out here and do his thing on the wing. So I think this half space here, Lovitz can push up. Sam pulls in here, which happens often. And I'm giving you away the rest of my 11. But I think that's where it really worked for us. I think that's where the strength is. So I'm going to leave this in our kind of transitional phase, which is how we play a lot of the time. And bring in our next two players. Here we are going to have, of course, Hani Mukhtar. This is not a time to change it. I think our DPs have been playing great. I think we just need to keep that momentum, keep up the intensity, keep up that attack that we've seen in the last few weeks. And yeah, these are players that I cannot be dropping right now. Of course, there's a Kassem call in there potentially, but no, Mukhtar is the one for me. Out here on the right, we're going with those DPs, as I mentioned. And then we have Christian Espinoza out on the right. Of course, sometimes he's in this position. Often when we're transitioning, Hani ends up dropping into this 10 and feeding balls out to Espinoza or Sam running ahead of him. Everyone else is bombing forward, trying to support. So this is the kind of shape I've got us in right now. Really comes out like 4-4-2 diamond, doesn't it? Which is kind of fun when we're in attack. And then, of course, Mr. Surridge up on that left-hand side striking. You'll see him in and around this area. Doesn't often drift over to the right, does sometimes, but he always likes to be hanging around in here. When we're defending, we're kind of defending in this kind of 3. Hani ends up sitting there as our striker. Espinoza comes right. Sam's happy to do that job on the left. Lovitz tucks in a bit. Wheel, Eddie, Costa. We have this kind of a shape about us. Sometimes we go to more of a 4-4-2, but that's kind of the way we defend or transition. As we transition, get the ball back, say Eddie wins it back. He might play a pass out here to Acosta or even higher up, but often it'll be kind of like an Acosta ball here maybe. As soon as he gets it, Hani drops into this position here slowly. Everyone else starts bombing forward, pushing up. Jordan Knight starts pushing up on the right, or well, whoever it's going to be. Andy sometimes in this kind of area. And as that happens, Sam starts coming over from the left into here as Hani's got the ball. And then Hani likes to play that ball out there to Espinoza. And then by that point, Sam's really running down on the box. We've got Wheel comes out here, starts trying to make this shape, this supporting role. Lovitz pushing up as well. That's kind of how we transition. I don't know if anyone's sat and noticed that or anything, but basically, as soon as we win the ball back and the ball's in this kind of area, that's exactly what Hani does. Drops from the striker into this kind of 10 role, so he can play these balls around. He's got Wheel, he's got Surridge, nice ball in the channel there. Maybe got Espinoza with that ball. We've seen him play so many times where he receives it, say from the back, Eddie or Maya, someone. Often it's been Yazbek this season. He'll receive the ball directly into here, run a little bit with the ball, gets head up, and then straight into Espinoza. That's kind of his default transition play, basically. And Espinoza's there, pulls out wide or starts bearing down on goal. He's almost always looking for a cross. So Sam's coming in here. Wheel maybe starts to run towards the back post, maybe catch that ball if Sam doesn't get on the end of it type thing. But yeah, that's kind of how we've been playing. And it's worked. It's worked. I love it. I love watching how the team kind of transitions and where everyone goes in different phases of play. But yeah, that would be my starting 11. I think, honestly, they're going to have a really tough time with this 3 at the back, the 4 they then play, and then 3 up top. The 3, De Rossi ends up kind of trying to mark in this whole area. I think just Wellesley having the ball there, being confident with the ball, is going to cause them issues. Rossi can't really press all of these 3 together. And that's basically what he's being asked to do. So I think that is a really good position to be in. And then, like I say, in the attacking phase, we have so many options going forward. I'd like to see this energy of Knight. Whether we'll see it or not, probably not, but I'd like to see it. And Acosta, Eddie sitting in there, being our nice pivot. Surridge up top. Wheel coming in here on that left side. And then Espinoza. But yeah, that would be my starting 11. If I had the choice today, and yeah, I'd be intrigued to see it. I think, like I say, we've got that outside and the wing play needs to be critical today, and I think we've got some strength there. I think we've got some strength we can exploit. But might maybe have to play in a little bit a different way. Try and avoid that kind of block of 3 they're going to have in the midfield. In the defense here, and yeah, try and exploit further away from goal and then using the wings, using Hani to get the ball out wide to Espinoza. We may even see some more of those kind of long balls we were playing against Noah Allen, if we can have that kind of matchup with Espinoza out there on the right, I thought he did really well receiving the ball out there. And he's going to have a bit more space with their three at the back. The only thing we're going to have to see is making sure that we get enough support around the box, because Sam's going to be basically against three of them. I think if we can get enough from Wheel and the wingers overlapping, the wing backs, overlapping, I think we should be absolutely fine today and hopefully get the win. Like I say, 2-0 prediction was my score prediction. Let me know your thoughts and score prediction in the comments. But this is my predicted 11. Let me know your thoughts on this, who you think we'll see ahead of the game today. We're only a couple of hours out from the game starting. I'm going to be on some more lives and things today. So after this stream, I'm going over to TikTok and we're going to be doing a pre-game show for the Crew podcast. So do come over and check that out on TikTok. That'd be awesome. Then I'm going to work out how to get a nice live stream going on YouTube and TikTok. I do TikTok at the minute, but we're going to try and get YouTube as well tonight and have live watch along on YouTube and on TikTok. So be there. Either of those platforms works for me, and it'd be great to see you there and see what you're thinking as the game is progressing. And it's good to hang out and hang out with Nashville fans. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and the subscribe button. I think we're going to get the win today. Come on, you boys in God.